I obviously could have taken it two ways. I could have been like, oh, that's fine. Like, yeah, let me know. But I was like, she had already voiced to me that she wasn't getting what she was paying for multiple times through the call.
Right.
He wasn't getting her an update. He wasn't.
She was worried about hurting
text.
his feelings.
Yes.
Damn, man.
People don't want to hurt their coach's feelings, or they're worried about a confrontation with them.
Yeah, hard conversation.
They're worried about leaving.
Yeah.
And they just won't leave. Yeah, I'm on prep.
So am I. I'm doing a show.
Guy does 1 week of dieting and he like died in a week.
No, 11 days.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm 11 days.
I'll give it 11 days too.
11 days. Dude, I'm shredded.
How many pounds are you down?
I feel good though. I feel way better. Like eating less food. 215 was the heaviest and 208 today.
Okay.
Yeah, I was sick. 215 like 2 weeks ago. 7 days, I was like 212.
Wait, when did you start? When we got back from?
Yeah, and I probably hit like 212-ish.
So that was
213.
November, like you probably started 11th or 12th.
It was 11 days ago. So what was the Monday?
Yeah, so the 12th.
Something like that, yeah.
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 Okay, that's not too bad.
Yeah, pretty good.
I'm down like a lot.
So today is November 23rd. So how many weeks actually do you have of prep since you started? This is like...
I started November 10th.
Yeah, so that's like almost 2 months earlier than usual.
I'm
like
doing
7 weeks earlier.
I'm doing an extra 8 weeks.
An extra 8 weeks. Okay, so how many weeks total is that?
It's going to be 30 weeks.
Oh, okay. You normally do 22? Oh. For some reason I thought it was more. Okay, so it's not quite 6 months. Like normally,
no.
Normally
It's only
what
5. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 5. Just over 5.5.
Yeah, okay. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But 30 this year, everyone's like, oh, it's such a long prep. I'm like, I'm already like 20 pounds ahead.
Yeah, literally.
So I'm kind of scared because I don't want to like...
yeah, what are you worried about?
Because my mentality on prep is always like balls to the wall because...
It's good though.
No. I don't think you're understanding.
I'm not understanding.
No, okay.
I don't
Balls to the
understand
wall
anything.
because I have 53 pounds to lose.
Yeah.
But this, I'm like, oh, I'm already 20 pounds ahead. I only have 30 pounds. I'm like, kind of just like, la-di-da-di-da. I'm worried I'm going to coast too much.
Do you need me to bully you?
No. That would be worse.
I know. I'm just joking.
Yeah, no.
I wouldn't do that.
I'll bully myself if I have to.
Wait, so what's your...
I feel like I'm going to be like, I don't really need to do as much cardio because...
So what's your strategy to...
Oh, just tell myself to shut up and just do it. Like,
okay.
I don't need any external help.
Oh, that's not what I'm asking. I'm like, what is your internal strategy?
Oh, just to do it. Like every prep I've ever done, if I was like, even if I was like dying, I never like stopped cardio early. I never missed a workout. I never like.
Gotcha. Okay. So when you say just do it, because that's kind of
I'll just do it. Yeah.
But that's kind of like ambiguous. Like what is doing it? Like what is it?
Oh, like you mean skipping nothing.
You mean just follow through with the plan you have?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Like I write it out every Monday.
Yeah.
And then it's just like literally you don't miss anything.
Yeah. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
So wait, what are you doing for cardio then? Because you have...
Oh, just 20 minutes of walking right now. Daily, except for rest day.
20 minutes total per day?
Yep.
Less than me.
Yeah.
Way less than me.
Yep. And I keep dropping.
Good for you. Nice. Okay,
I think overall I will do less cardio this prep. Because usually I get up to like...
I'm very interested
2
in
hours.
that. Mm-hmm.
And I think it's... it's going to be interesting. Like obviously if I need to implement more, I will.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering if I will do way less harder intensity of it.
Not a bad idea. I think it's better to also keep those cards like as ammo for when you need to deploy them, like later than earlier.
Yeah.
Right?
I just wonder how I'll look with less. Like it's interesting.
I mean, you might be drier, less
hit. I'm going to do
less
hit.
inflammation in general, you know?
Yeah, I don't know.
Less stress, less global stress. It's already a stressful thing.
That's the mind fuck.
What do you mean?
Is like getting to a certain number of weeks out and like not doing like 3-4 days a hit will be like, oh, I'm supposed to be doing that right now.
But this is the thing. You'll have data to lean back on when your brain starts playing tricks on you.
No, because I've never done it where I've done no hit. It's like I'll be looking say like I'm looking at what I did last year, and then it's like, well, it obviously worked because I won my class, but obviously not enough because, right? So it's like, I know obviously many methods can get you lean for sure, and you go based on look and feel and weight and all that stuff. It's just like you're like convincing yourself, like gaslighting, right? You're like, well, everything I did last year worked because I got shredded and I won my class. But it wasn't good enough, so maybe I just need to do more of that instead of taking a whole new approach. So right now, I'm taking a whole new approach, which is scarier than...
Yeah, and that makes sense to me. My opinion is that both would work with a longer prep.
Yeah.
Both would work. So you're doing this, it doesn't not work.
Oh, yeah.
And you'll have data going into it. That's what I mean. So when you're 4 weeks out, you'll know. You'll be like, are things trending the way I want to? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. How do I feel? How do I look? Whatever. Because what do you do? Do you do photos once a week?
No. I'm so bad at photos. What do I do? I just look at myself. It's so bad.
You should probably take photos.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
All of your clients listening to this should bully you right now.
I did. I have so far. I'm saying previous.
You should take photos.
This prep, I'm taking photos, and I'm doing every Monday. I'm doing a posing video at any time in the same spot.
That's a good idea.
And then I am taking photos. I'm just saying, in the past, I was not good at it because I was like, I'm my own coach. I see myself in the mirror. All right.
Yeah.
And I can feel. I don't
think that's a good take. Yeah. Because it's like you see yourself in the mirror, but like we all know everyone's insane when they look at themselves in the mirror.
No, I feel like I can be pretty.
But everyone feels that way. So it's like if you take a photo, you can at least reflect and look back.
The past X amount of years.
Right, but it didn't get you to where you want.
Because I do certain like poses where I can see, like see glute striations or whatever.
No, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
I mean, at the very least,
obviously I take some photos because I have transformation.
At the very least, you should take photos once a week. I'm going to do it once a week.
You didn't do it this past week.
No, I missed the second one. That's because I forgot, though, not because I don't want to do it.
Yeah, so
I never take photos.
I just forgot for months.
No, you didn't, because you get all your clients to do it. Yeah, no, every Monday morning I'll take photos if you take photos. And then we'll trade photos.
See, this was something I was thinking about, too, in regards to that. I had like sales calls with people recently that on multiple occasions have said that coaches, like, they'll send a check-in to their coach and then they'll get no response and they like won't get an update for like 3 weeks. Anywhere from like a week later to 3 weeks later.
These are bodybuilding coaches?
No, powerlifting too.
Oh, really?
Powerlifting, bodybuilding.
You have people coming from powerlifter coach?
Yep. And I'm like, very, very, very rarely. So basically never, unless I have discussed with them, will I ever get, like, if a client has to send me a check-in on a Tuesday, they are getting their update on the Tuesday.
Right. That makes sense.
Every time. Unless, like,
emergency.
Something. Or we've discussed, like, hey, I'll get it to you tomorrow. It's, like, super late or whatever. But then you just, like, you hear all the time. It's like, these coaches, they don't reply. They're only allowing people to talk to them once a week. And then people are taking that because they haven't had any other experience and they don't know that that's like not a good service.
Yeah, I think that's like become an industry standard for fitness in general. Yeah. Powerlifting, bodybuilding, lifestyle, whatever. It's like, I think, and I know there's a lot of people that offer like higher level support services, but I don't think that's the standard. The standard is like, here's your program, send me photo and check in 7 days or whatever. And then a lot of people are late. That's the crazy thing. It's like, you're not even adhering to your own promises that you gave.
Yeah.
Where it's like, you know, I'll talk to you once a week for whatever, if that's appropriate or not, that's on you.
Yeah.
And then as the coach, they're like 1, 2, 3 weeks late. So what I don't understand is, and I really don't, because I've never done this. I don't understand why at some point, like why they don't just leave.
Coaching?
Yeah.
Or the clients?
No, I mean the client doesn't. I don't know why the client doesn't leave the coach. Like
I know exactly. I know exactly what.
If it's 14 days plus, like that's obviously like I guess they're ghosting me, so I'm gone.
So I just had the sales call, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this girl wants to do a meet early next year, powerlifting meet. She's with her powerlifting coach, and she said her coach has not gotten back to her within 8 days. Her meet's in a few months. And she's like, so I'm like, I was already like, when's the meet? I was like, yep, I can be there in person. I can handle you. It's all included. I'm not charging you extra for that day. Yada, yada. Because I don't charge my clients in bodybuilding to come to their show.
No.
Right. So, of course, I wouldn't charge.
That's part of coaching.
I wouldn't charge for that.
Yeah, that's part of the coaching.
And we were talking about whatever. And then end of the call, and she goes, I'm probably going to like start with you after the meet though. Because you know, I just want to leave on good terms with this coach, and I don't know if it would be mean to him if I switch coaches, you know, before. How close is she to me? Before me, 3 months, less, 2.5.
Okay.
And then it was like I was like, so I obviously could have taken it 2 ways. I could have been like, oh, that's fine, like yeah, let me know. But I was like, she had already voiced to me that she wasn't getting what she was paying for multiple times through the call.
Right.
He wasn't getting her an update. He wasn't.
She was worried about hurting his feelings.
Yes.
Damn, man.
People don't want to hurt their coach's feelings, or they're worried about a confrontation with them.
Yeah, hard conversation.
They're worried about leaving.
Yeah.
And they just won't leave.
Yeah. Yeah, that's rough.
You know what I mean? So I just said to her, I was like, hey, I'm going to advocate for you here for a second as a coach. You deserve what you're paying for. If you're not getting what you're paying for, you can leave. And she's like, oh, true.
Yeah. She's just gaslighting herself.
And I was saying like, hey, I'm not trying to like convince you to come to me here. I'm for you. Like as a coach, if I'm upset when clients leave, I'm in the wrong industry. I've said that. I'm pretty sure I've said that on the podcast before.
Yeah.
Like if you can't handle clients leaving you, like it's going to be okay. Like you'll get more clients and
because I'm sure for a lot of people that would be first of all, would be an uncomfortable conversation. And then second of all, there's probably a lot of coaches that would take it personal and be like, be confrontational with it or make it even weirder.
I've heard many times where they're like, no, you can't leave. And then the clients, I've heard that twice from coaches that, it's strictly in the bodybuilding realm, but I've heard, and they're not even high level coaches. The people that are high level coaches in like amateur bodybuilding, let's say in Ontario, let's make it really specific. They most of the time have very good, like people say good things about them because they conduct themselves in a way that's very professional. Right. So it's like these coaches I heard this about were like low level, like people already say not great things about them and stuff like that. But it was like this one guy wanted to leave the coach and the coach said, no, you can't leave. and he's like, and you owe me payment for your next month.
Dude, that's
and then
bold.
The client was just like, oh, okay, I guess I can't leave. What?
That's horrifying and hilarious.
Yeah. I was blown away.
Yeah, I can't fathom that.
I'm going to try it next time.
Nope, you can't. Nice try. Anyways, here's the invoice.
Hey, I want to take a break for this month. Nope, you can't. You signed a 15-year contract.
Dude, that's gnarly. Do that? So you have a new client starting with you after her meet?
Oh, I know. Well, we'll see.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hopefully I can help her before that because she deserves.
So, but not a bodybuilder.
No, but she wants to transition to more bodybuilding style after.
Okay, gotcha.
Like power building.
Yeah.
Which I'm good at.
Do you charge, I don't even know this, do you charge more for when clients are in prep?
No. Because I give the same amount of.
Oh, okay. Like off season's not less.
Off season's just as important. For people to say that off season's not important.
Because isn't that a common thing where they'll have like a prep price and then off season price?
It is common. It's getting less common now, I think. Because people are realizing like, oh no, I kind of need my client to do well in the off season so they look good in prep.
Just offer a high quality service year round.
High quality, one price, keep it easy. kind of thing. There was a little bit of beef on Instagram with two high-level coaches.
Share the beef.
That and I like both of them. I like one more than the other. I'm not gonna say names, but
tell us who.
One of them was like,
tell us who your favorite is.
One of them was like, if you're not gaining weight in the off season and you're not putting on weight, you're not putting on muscle, and you're not gonna make any changes or something like that. And then the other one was like, you shouldn't be getting fat in the off season. Like you shouldn't be competition lean, but you should keep yourself in check. And da-da. So they were kind of like low key because they both made it like, they both made it like just black with the writing, and they were both posts. And I was like, is it beef? Maybe it's not, but I think it is.
It's good timing.
And
it's more exciting.
I
if you think
I
it's
see
beef.
both sides though, right? I see both sides. Like
it's not that. It's not even that. It's not seeing both sides.
No, I'm saying me personally. I'm not talking about the beef.
I just mean like it's the. Oh yeah, no. I just mean like both arguments. It's like you have to define what you mean, because it's like the one person is like, yeah, you need to put on weight. Do you need to be fat? No.
No.
Right?
He was saying
that's the thing.
No. But he was saying you're gonna put fat on.
Yeah, you do. You do have to put fat on.
No, but then the other, they were still opposites.
I know, but I think you just have to define your terms more specifically. I think people they assume they mean a certain thing. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I think.
But I could be butchering the story to you, because when I read it, it was very clear.
Yeah, I don't know what they actually meant, but it's like if you want to put on, I just went through this. It's like 16 months of committing to a surplus. That's what I just did. And I planned this 16 months ago to be like, I didn't know I was going to go 16 months, but I was like, I'm going to do this long term. Like I'm going to spend at least a year pushing the surplus, right? Like I mentioned that to you many times. It's like, cause I know if I don't commit to it, I'm really not going to change much. So it's like, if I need to spend time in a surplus for an extended period of time.
Yeah.
And I know that throughout that time, I'm going to put on some body fat. I don't know how much. It depends on how long I go for and how aggressive the surplus is, how much I'm moving, how much protein I'm getting, a ton of different variables. But it's like, whatever it was, 11 days ago now. It's like, I'm like, okay, that was a long bulk. And I put on quite a bit of fat tissue, but I know I put on some muscle too. So I'm like, you know what? You probably don't need to necessarily put on that much fat, but it's one way to do it.
I also love that your cut wasn't even planned. Like
what do you mean?
Just got to a point. No, because we came back from Florida.
Oh, like I didn't have a day.
No, because you were like getting ready for this meet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Early next year. And then you were feeling so like just not good.
Training
that you're just like, yeah, I'm just going to cut. It was like out of the blue cut. But then obviously you've been feeling better and like you needed it.
It's exactly what I needed.
So
it's exactly what I needed.
It's
like, you know what? I pushed the bulk pretty hard. I'm very happy with how I handled it and the way I played it. 16 months is a long time. That's a long-term goal. I got to the heaviest I've ever been. And I'm like, this is a good time. Extra fat spilling out a little bit over my belly, and my back. So I'm like, you know what? Perfect. That's like, I'm pushing it. I pushed the bulk. There's no doubt. So it's like, it's a good time to like feel and look fit again. Pull away some of that fat tissue, get a little bit leaner, feel more comfortable. Don't have to be constantly thinking about pushing food every day, So it is nice. Like I feel good. And it gave me a little bit more excitement even just in my training. Just because I feel better about my body. It's that connection of like, yeah, I'm sure a lot of people actually either listening to this or just clients like probably or maybe think that we don't have the same feelings towards ourselves that they do with themselves. You know what I mean? Like body dysmorphia type stuff or whatever. You do.
But different.
Everyone has their own. It's all different, right? It's like even myself, it's all different. It's like actually, it's not like anybody else's. It's your own thing. And like I realized that with myself for sure. It's like it's not anything to be overly concerned about because it's just being human. Like I think some people think like with the body acceptance movement and a bunch of other things, it's like you assume that like there's a point where you're like, I just love me for me. It's like you probably never will. And that's okay. Do you know what I mean? It's like you're always going to look at yourself in a little to an extent and be like, I would like to change this. I want to change this. I want to improve that. And there's nothing wrong with that. I think the problem is when it maybe gets obsessive or overly neurotic or it actually becomes unhealthy. But there's nothing wrong with looking at yourself and wanting to modify it and improve it and progress on it and looking at it in a way that's like, this isn't the way I want to look or feel. That's fine. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that may be like eternal. You know what I mean? You'll never actually be totally content.
Well, that's the thing. It's like when people are like, "Oh, I want to get bigger," and then it's like I want to get. They're never going to be big enough.
No, and that's okay. That's my point too. It's like it's
because your goals will always be evolving.
Not just evolving, but it's like literally you're just doing this thing forever. Like it's like, and that's okay. Like it's a common like quip like online, right? Where it's just like you're not love yourself, but like that line, that like that type of theme where it's just like accept yourself for the way you look or whatever, accept your body. And it's like you never probably will 100%. You know what I mean? Like you can move that way more. Like I'm very happy with how I look and how I feel in general, but then I push the bulk and I'm like, ooh, that's like not my normal. So then I like pull back a little bit.
But you're saying there's days where you could be like, yeah, I'm totally fine with how I'm at right now. And then like the next day you're like, oh no, like.
Yeah. And also the fact that it's like
a roller coaster.
But also I think knowing not just that, but it's, I think what I'm getting at is like, it's this larger point of like, you'll never actually get the carrot. Like the carrot's in front of you of like, one day I'll actually like really, I'll accept my body fully for what it is. It's like, you might not ever. And that's okay. Like you don't have to be like, I'm content with 100% of my physical body. Like you might forever be like, oh yeah, I would change that. Like it doesn't have to affect you deeply, but like there might be, I look at myself like that. It's like, I'm probably always going to be like, oh, I'd like to change that. I like to change this, I like to change that. I don't see that as like an unhealthy practice.
Even the top, like, because obviously we went to the Olympia. We didn't tell the people that we went to the Olympia.
We didn't tell the people.
And they, like even all the people that won their divisions, they are the pinnacle of that division, and they probably still don't even think that they're the best.
No, guaranteed not. They're trained.
C-Bum thinks he's the best.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying mentally, you know that C-Bum's like, that needs to get brought up, that needs to change, that needs to look different. Because they're trained mentally to look that way. They're trained mentally to look at themselves that way. Do you know what I mean? Like it's literally a sport where you break down your body and critique it. So it's like to assume a bodybuilder's like, aha, I am perfect. It's like they're literally they're in a sport on the highest level that critically looks at their body nonstop. You'd have to divorce that idea completely, and it's impossible.
We're gonna divorce this episode now.
Okay. It's all over.
Happy Thanksgiving.
It's so over.
To the American clients, even though this will get out late.
After the darkest, it's so over, comes the invincible, we're so back.
And we'll be back next week.
Yeah, it's American Thanksgiving. Happy American Thanksgiving to all American listeners.
You want to sign us off?
Yeah, sure. Please review if you're listening on Spotify. Spotify our biggest listener?
No,
Alex?
Apple Podcasts.
Who, before we sign off, is it
Forgot
Apple?
Alex had a mic.
Yeah, Alex has a mic.
Hello.
Is it Apple or Spotify?
Spotify.
Is it?
Okay, it is Spotify.
Yep.
YouTube?
Because I don't know if you can leave review. No, you can. You can leave
on
5
Spotify?
You can leave 5 stars.
Yeah. Okay, but you can't write. It's
No.
Apple you
I
can
want
write.
only 5 stars.
Yeah, definitely leave a review. Only if it's 5-star. If you have anything bad to say, just send it to us secretly.
Yeah, if you're gonna say
Don't
4
leave it
star,
public.
just DM me.
Because that's too, I'll take it too personally.
You got more than 5 stars on your shirt.
5 stars, 52 stars. But
No, 51.
51. How many states are there? 50? 50
51.
states. How many states are
50
there?
so we should know this.
Anyways, go review on Spotify. 5 stars, please. If you're listening or watching on YouTube, leave a comment below about the part you hated the most. I'll be sure to reply and tell you why you're wrong. Love you guys. Thanks for listening.